She had invited him like it was a favor, not a gesture of pride. Her company's rooftop party. Some high-rise soiree with skyline views, designer suits, champagne towers, and egos too big to fit to the elevator doors. Liam Reynolds didn't belong there, and he knew it. He came from a world of grease-stained overalls, callous hands, and a quiet kind of strength built under lifted hoods and long days at the garage on Chicago's South Side. He didn't do rooftop galas. He didn't speak in empty flattery or wear shoes that pinched. But for Vanessa, he showed up. She'd been buzzing for weeks about the night. Outfits, heels, hair appointments, and whispered phone calls like she was preparing for something more important than she let on. Liam had noticed. He just hadn't understood. He thought she wanted him there. He thought he was part of the plan. The rooftop glittered like a magazine spread. String lights tangled like stars overhead, and music drifting from hidden speakers. Waiters moved like shadows, balancing trays with practiced grace. Conversations floated above the skyline in polished, clipped tones. Liam stayed near the edge, a drink in hand he didn't touch. He watched her glide to the crowd, laughing, radiant, magnetic, like she belonged to this world, like he didn't exist. People glanced his way, some with mild curiosity, others with faint smirks. It wasn't subtle. He looked out of place. He felt out of place. But he swallowed it down, gave her space. Maybe she just wanted to fit in. Maybe that was all. Then she came back, and she wasn't alone. A man walked beside her. Tall, polished, the kind of smug that only money and entitlement could mold. Vanessa's voice was light, almost amused when she said, "This is Austin." The man didn't offer a handshake, didn't give respect. He just studied Liam with a smile that didn't reach his eyes. "So you're the husband," he said, voice heavy with mockery. "Heard a lot about you." Before Liam could even respond, Austin added, "I'm going to dance with her." Not a question, a statement. Vanessa barely glanced at Liam. She touched Austin's arm, smiled faintly, and whispered, "You don't need his permission." Then she walked away with him like it was nothing. Their bodies moved together with too much ease, like they'd rehearsed it, like it wasn't the first time. Austin's hand slid to her waist. She didn't pull away. She leaned into him, laughing, glowing for everyone to see. Phones came out. Conversations dimmed. Liam stood frozen, feeling the weight of every eye, every smirk, every silent confirmation that he had been the last to know. And then Austin turned, looked straight at him, and, still holding Vanessa close, slid his hand under her blouse. It was slow, deliberate, a performance. The glass in Liam's hand slipped and shattered against the concrete. He stepped forward. His voice was low but firm. "Take your hands off my wife." The music stopped. Heads turned. Silence thick in the air. Austin didn't blink. "What are you going to do, tough guy?" he sneered. "She's not your property." Liam didn't argue. He didn't yell. He simply opened his jacket, revealing the edge of a holster. Not a threat, just a message, a boundary. "I'm not unarmed," he said calmly. "Back away." Vanessa froze. There was a flicker. Guilt? Regret? He couldn't tell. But Austin? He pushed harder, grinning like he wanted to break something. Maybe she wanted a real man, not some washed-up mechanic. Liam didn't hesitate. One clean punch. It echoed across the rooftop like a thunderclap. Austin crumpled, crashing into a table, sending glass and pride in every direction. Gasps rippled. Security swarmed. Austin didn't get back up. And then Vanessa turned on him. "What is wrong with you?" she snapped. "You ruined everything. You humiliated me." Liam stared at her. "He touched you," he said quietly. "And you're angry at me?" She didn't care. She didn't even flinch. She launched into a tirade. How he embarrassed her. How he wrecked the party. How there'd be consequences. But none of that mattered anymore. The truth had already cracked open, spilling everywhere. That night wasn't the end of a marriage. The end had come long before. That party was just their twisted curtain call. Vanessa and Austin had been together nearly a year. Everyone at that rooftop party had known. Some had even encouraged it. Liam was the last to see the stage lights for what they were. A setup. He was brought there to be erased, to be humiliated. The video went viral. The punch, The silence. The moment Vanessa didn't stop it, Austin lost his job. It was too public, too inappropriate for the company to ignore. Vanessa's reputation followed. Clients left. Her perfect image cracked. What she tried to stage as a romantic reveal ended up being the collapse of everything she'd built. Liam never raised his voice. He never begged. He didn't plead for closure. He walked away. He filed for divorce that same week, armed with evidence and truth no one could deny. The court saw through it. So did the public. What she called just a party became the unraveling of her entire facade. Now, months later, Liam doesn't carry bitterness, only clarity. It wasn't just a trail that broke him. It was the ease with which she discarded him, the casual cruelty, the silence when he needed defending, the way she could stand beside him in public and make him feel utterly invisible. He understands now. Love without respect is just control in prettier clothes. Anyone who can shame you so easily never valued you in private either. That night wasn't his downfall. It was his breakthrough. The moment he stepped out of someone else's shadow and into his own truth. He didn't stay for memories. He walked away for his own dignity. And if the story hits too close, remember this. Self-worth isn't something handed to you. You choose it every single day. You don't ask to be respected. You command it. You don't cling to someone who erases you in public. You leave so they can watch you rise in peace.